Hi, I want to thank everyone for coming to the town hall meetings this week. It was one of the high points of the week for all of us. It was an exciting time, and we heard from many of you about your concerns, and we got so many thank yous and appreciations for the service. It was a very positive time to hear and share what everybody's concerns were. And of course, at the top of everybody's mind is education. I thought we had the biggest turnout for education that I've ever seen, and there is a split among what people want to do about education. So you have a lot of debate going on around certain parts of education. But the one place where we all agree is that we have to do a better job of funding education and give the best bang for the buck for our kids. So even though you might hear a lot of talk about different ideas, in the end, we're all going to come together and take care of education. And we have very good representation in our district for people who are working very hard to make sure that that happens. The other thing is the budget came up. And of course, that has a direct impact in not just education, but everything. And as our budget rolled out this week, you will find that there are certain key things that we tried to maintain. One is the safety net. The safety net is for our most vulnerable. And so we have tried to maintain the basic health plan, the adult day health plan. There are different things that only the most vulnerable people have these services, and they're so necessary to keep everybody as safe as possible. Of course, we did minimal cuts to education. We have a court order that says you better be careful because we're watching, we're looking over your shoulder. So our education is protected as much as possible. And we were actually had some very good news in our caseload. The caseload is that projection of who will be needing the services of the state. When things are tough, people turn to the state to fill in for health care, to fill in for daily living. And what's happening is people are going back to work. They don't need those services. The caseload is down. That means that there is money left in the budget that we can use for the next budget cycle. The other thing is that revenue is no longer falling. We're starting to see revenue trickle back in, and as someone has been quoted, flat is the new up. That means we are not falling off a cliff, and we are beginning to see the signs of a return in our economy. I can't tell you how grateful we are that the economy is beginning to percolate, and it will have an effect on making sure that we have a budget that can sustain the state for the next year.